If you're shopping for a new thicknesser or thinking about upgrading from an old one, then you are in the right place. Hi guys, I'm Jack, and in this video we will be reviewing the Dewalt Thicknesser, going through its features and deciding whether it's the right tool for your workshop. Make sure to stick around to the end of this video where I'll be giving you my take as to whether you should invest in this thicknesser. We're going to be breaking down this review into some key areas and they'll all be time stamped below. First up, it's initial impressions. Unboxing the Dewalt Thicknesser, you can see the quality immediately. This model comes with long-lasting steel knives, an effective dust chute, and all the necessary wrenches for the adjustments. The best part? All of these components have a designated storage area, which makes it really handy to switch out the blade if you need to in a hurry. This machine did not come with a stand or any extras, and I can tell you the first thing that you notice when unboxing this is it's extremely heavy. Weighing in around 37 kilograms, it's not something that you want to lug around the garden or your workshop too much, so having a fixed spot for it is definitely a good idea. As for adjustments, mostly fine. The knives were aligned correctly, however I did have to make some adjustments to the feed tables as they weren't quite level with the bed. Luckily, Dewalt has made tweaking this very easy by adding 2 bolts on either side to control the angle of each feed table. It's always best to check these things on your own machine. Do not ever expect the factory settings to be 100% accurate. I am considering creating a separate video on how to adjust and maintain your thicknesser. Please go ahead and let me know in the comments below if that's something that you would like to see in the future. Overall, the first impressions are what you would have come to expect from Dewalt. The build quality of this thicknesser is top notch. The body is sturdy and the design is practical, with a large in-feed and out-feed table that can handle sizable timber with ease. Okay, so all good so far, but how easy is this thicknesser to use for new woodworkers? To adjust the depth of the cut, you can turn this handle on the top of the machine. This design ensures that you can't change the height drastically, preventing any extreme gouging of the wood, and allows for quick movement while constantly feeling very smooth to turn. Honestly, operating this thicknesser is an absolute breeze. The depth adjustment crank is very straightforward, allowing for accurate control of your cuts. The measurement scale is clear and easy to read. Out the box, the thicknesser is virtually ready to use with minimal calibration needed, so you certainly don't need a degree to set this thing up. As with any thicknesser, the main thing that you're going to want to be doing is smoothing and reducing the thickness of wood. So let's take a look at how it handles some of the most common wood types. Whether you're working with oak, pine, maple, or anything else, this thicknesser can handle it. It's versatile enough to accommodate a variety of wood types and sizes. Looking at the cut quality, this thicknesser doesn't disappoint. It delivers a smooth finish on various types of wood, reducing the amount of time you'll spend sanding down rough edges. If you're enjoying this video so far, please go ahead and smash the like button. It really helps out the channel and allows it to spread to more people. Next up is power. And the 1800 watt motor drives the cutter head at 10,000 RPM. With a feed rate of 26 feet per minute, this machine can quickly handle larger jobs. And all that power is backed up with a maximum width capacity of 330 mil or 13 inches and a depth cut of up to 3 mil or 1/8 of an inch, meaning that this thicknesser is capable of tackling a wide range of projects. Now with all that power, make no mistake, this is not a silent machine. Let's have a listen. However, when compared to other thicknessers on the market, it's right in line with what you would expect. Just remember to wear ear protection at all times when operating this thing. As for the steel knives, it's going to be pretty difficult for me to provide honest feedback because I haven't been with it long enough to really put them through their paces. However, a lot of feedback online suggests that they are impressively long lasting, they stay sharp for a considerable period of time, but it's wise to have an extra set on hand for that time when a replacement is needed. Changing the knives on this thicknesser is a straightforward process. The included set of wrenches makes the task hassle-free and quick, so you'll spend less time maintaining and more time working, which is great. What about dust collection? The inbuilt dust chute does a decent job at keeping your workspace clean. However, for optimal results, consider using an external vacuum system. These things produce a lot of sawdust. In fact, if you have a rabbit or a guinea pig, I recommend getting one of these. You'll probably save yourself a fortune buying it in the shops. One last thing to note is Dewalt's excellent customer service and solid warranty. I recently had an issue with my table saw that I've done a review on previously, and Dewalt sorted it out with absolutely no problems at all. And if you do run into any issues, their team is always on hand to assist. So that was the good. Now what don't I like about this thicknesser? Based on my time with it, there are a few areas where the Dewalt Thicknesser could potentially be improved. However, it's important to note that these are just my opinions. I'm really keen for you guys to share your experience with this thicknesser in the comments below, and I encourage all of you to read through them just so you can get the collective experience of everyone watching this video. Firstly, noise level. Many thicknessers, including the Dewalt model, can be quite noisy during operation. Some form of noise reduction technology or feature could have been beneficial here. Portability could also be improved here. While the Dewalt thicknesser is more portable than some of the other models, it can still be very heavy and awkward to move around, especially if you're a solo worker. Some form of easier transport, such as an integrated mobile base or better designed carrying handles, could have been beneficial here. Lastly, I feel obliged to mention the price. As one of the higher end models, the price point of this Dewalt thicknesser may be a barrier for some hobbyists and small scale users. However, more on that later in the video. Now it's time to answer the ultimate question: is this thicknesser worth the money? I'm going to say yes. If you're in the market for a new thicknesser, then the build quality, impressive performance and range of features certainly makes it a solid investment for any woodworker. However, I am keen to give you a balanced review, and this saw is currently available online for around £500 to £600, making it one of the most expensive thicknessers on the market. That being said, if you already have a thicknesser that serves you well, or you don't find yourself reaching for this tool too often, then it can be hard to justify the upgrade, especially considering the cost. If your budget does allow for it and you're interested in enhancing your workshop with a high quality, reliable piece of equipment, then you certainly won't be disappointed with Dewalt's thicknesser. Yes, it is pricey, but the functionality, durability and precision it offers does justify the price. But hey, that's just my opinion. If you've made it this far into the video, then I'm not going to ask you to like or subscribe. I would much rather you left a comment below letting me know what tools you would like me to see review next. If you're interested in hearing about other Dewalt tools, then you can click right here to check out this Dewalt table saw review I did next. Thanks and happy building.